Hello everyone. We have seen in chapter The Leaf part 1, I have told you about simple leaf and compound leaf. One more example of compound leaf is this is touch me not plant, and one word I will introduce you here, stimuli. Stimulus. Stimulus means any sudden change in nature or artificially by man. Here I will use the change as a stimulus, touch. That is why the name of this plant is touch me not. These are compound leaves, as I told earlier. This is the main vein, and these are called leaflets. Once I will use a touch and they will show the changes. The leaves will shut down, okay, and they will close the leaves. So, closing the leaves is their changes towards the stimulus or reaction towards the stimuli, okay, and then once the change will be over, after some time they will again open. So touch me not plant is also the example of compound leaf. Then I have told about the phyllotaxy, means arrangement of leaves on stem and branches. One more example is here. You can see this is the branch and the leaves are arranged. Basically this is a simple leaf because one lamina is on single petiole. This is the petiole, and you can see these are arranged in opposite direction but not at the same point. Here nodes are different. One leaf arises from one node, not opposite to the other. So they are arising from different nodes, and they arrange in a opposite direction as well as in the alternate manner. Alternate matlab एक के बाद एक. Okay, you can see here. This is what alternate phyllotaxy means. Leaves are arranged on branches in an alternate way. They are not arising from the same node. So this is one more type of phyllotaxy which is called alternate phyllotaxy. One very clear example of alternate phyllotaxy, you can see these are the nodes, and from each node new leaves arise, but only single leaf arise from the single node. This is the petiole and this is the leaf plate, and the other leaf is arising from the other node, so they form an alternate arrangement on the stem. So that is why this is also an example of alternate phyllotaxy. This is third type of phyllotaxy, where leaves arise from one node and they form bunch of the leaf. Okay, they arrange in a circle. So this is called whorl phyllotaxy. WHORL, whorl phyllotaxy. This is a designer leaf or decorated leaf, or you can use it to decorate because they do not give flowers. Can you see two different colors are here, dark green, light green, and this is faded area or starchy area. Now the question arises, what is starch? You know, the leaves do photosynthesis, they prepare the food for the plants, and the food, ready-made food, is in the form of glucose. The glucose is stored in the form of starch. So if glucose is stored in the leaves, so they just hide the chlorophyll and they give this whitish or yellowish color, and that is why these kind of printed or shaded leaves are called variegated leaves. One more example of variegated leaf is this one, which is very common and used for the ornament. You can see the yellow portion is just because of deposition of starch. The next topic I have told you, arrangement of veins and main veins in the leaf, is called venation. I have shown you reticulate venation. Reticulate means network is formed by the main vein and side vein. Now the second type is parallel venation. You can see this is the ornamental plant used to decorate. Either we can grow in a pot and keep it at home also, inside the room also. And you can see here, this is the main vein, and from main vein side veins arise from both the sides and they are arranged in a parallel manner. So this type of arrangement of main vein and side vein is called parallel venation. And how do identify the plant is monocot or dicot? Yes, it's a venation only which can tell us the plant is monocot or dicot. If the venation is parallel, the plant is monocot, but if the venation is reticulate, like you can see this leaf, network is formed. Okay, so this type of venation is called reticulate venation, and the plant is having dicot seeds, means the seeds have two cotyledons. Even you can say the plant must have taproot and it has fibrous root. So now I think the topic is clear in part 2 of chapter leaf. We will be meeting in the next chapter. Till then, bye bye.